Welcome back to today's episode of the Esports Update, and today we have a few different stories, mostly about tournament hosting, where the tournament is, where the prize money are, and a continuing story from yesterday. The first story we're going to cover today is going to be the expansion of the ELeague. Now, if you know what the ELeague is, and for those of you who don't, I'm going to let you know, it's going to be the Turner Broadcasting League that is broadcasted to live television that hosts the game Counter-Strike Go. Now, they announced today, as in a couple hours ago, that they're expanding into Street Fighter V. Now, they're expanding into the Street Fighter V-C with a $250,000 prize pool, hosting 32 players over a couple of months of play. Now, the play will begin in March 27th and run till about the end of May. Next story we're going to talk about is going to be H1Z1. The popular streaming game has announced their next tournament, their next iteration of their tournament. The last 2 years, they've hosted one tournament each year, which were free-for-all, free-to-enter tournaments. They were hosted at conventions like PAX Prime and PAX South. Now, this year's tournament is going to be hosted a little bit different. It's going to consist of 15 teams, all consisting of 5-man units. And the prize pool is actually $300,000. Now, instead of hosting it at an actual event, they're actually streaming to a television app. The popular TV show Flash and Arrow are actually hosted on the CW TV station. Now, the CW TV station actually has its own streaming service app named the CW Seed. Now, Daybreak has announced that they're going to have a 6-part esports documentary which follows the 5-man team of Echo Fox as they train and practice for this upcoming tournament. It's also going to host the finale of the tournament on the CW app. The tournament is set to host April 20th, 2017, and again will consist of 15 teams, all made up of 5-man groups. Next story we're going to mention is going to be about Pokemon. Now, Pokemon actually has the app Pokemon Go, which swept the nation last year, and their most recent update added 80 Pokemon to the game, Generation 2 Pokemon. Now, with the announcement of the Pokemon Go update, the Pokemon Company International has also released info about the dates, location, and prize pool surrounding the biggest Pokemon event of the year. The 2017 Pokemon World Championship will take place from August 18th to August 20th in Anaheim, California, and will feature a $500,000 prize pool. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is something that rarely ever happens in the League of Legends scene. It's going to be about forfeiting matches. Riot Games is actually testing out a 15-minute surrender vote, which has to be unanimous, and can end the game obviously in 15 minutes. Now, there's a quote by Riot Nakill that reads, "It feels bad to be stuck in a dumpster fire of a game for 20 minutes, so we're trying to fix that. We're testing a unanimous 15-minute surrender option for the OCE, which is the Oceania servers, and all non-RGM games, which is non-ranked games." Now that it's starting over there, they have not announced when exactly it will jump over to Europe, North America, or the Korean servers, but it's actually very interesting for people who play the game competitively outside of the pro leagues. The last story that we're going to talk about today is actually going to be a continuation from yesterday's story. A recap of the story is that League of Legends powerhouse SKT was issuing takedown orders on all videos featuring their players and their players' gameplay. In 2015, Riot issued a statement saying that all gameplay hosted under a Riot Games tournament was actually copywritten by Riot Games. Now that they've issued another statement saying that SKT, you cannot take down these videos as we own the copyright, seeing how it is our game, Riot Games is actually working with SKT as SKT is petitioning rights to take down the videos, basically asking for permission to issue takedown orders. Now, SKT may have found a loophole in this system as they announced today that they're starting YouTube channels for each one of their players and an overall team YouTube channel. Now, the reason that this is interesting is because if they're hosting their own YouTube channels and they post the content first, even though it's copywritten by Riot Games, they may have a claim for copyright takedowns because it's their own channel and they're losing funding as in they posted the footage first. Now, this is all going to come down to timing, and this is all going to come down to whatever Riot Games happens to say is right. Now, Riot Games is regularly on the side of content creators and YouTube videos as they let anybody use their footage, as long as it's not shining a bad light on the scene. Now, there'll probably be more news to come as Riot Games has yet to issue a statement on whether this will actually affect the ruling, but if there is any more coverage, we will make sure to report it here. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the Esports Update. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and if there's any news you guys wish for me to cover, make sure you comment down below. Also, subscribe to the channel so you have updates on when I actually post the next video. And again, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.